The North Korean army's goal is not actually going to war with other countries, not even defending themselves foreign invasion. The military was designed to deal with the coup d'etat. But the only sad thing is that Kim Jong-un has a son. His first son was born in 2009. So if Kim Jong-un be alive another 10 years, that son gonna be 22 years old, then that person can definitely take over North Korea what Kim Jong-un did. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Yeonmi Park. I am a North Korean de facto human rights activist. So one of the most requested subject has been, what is the future of North Korea? What would be the scenario that Kim Jong-un goes away and people become free? So today, I'm going to finally cover that subject in this video in depth. So please stay till the end and hit that like button before you go into deeper. So we all want to see freedom in North Korea, right? How wonderful would that be, seeing 25 million people liberated by a dictator who is mercilessly ruling people and enslaved these people for 80 years right now. We all want that, and that's why I'm going to do this thought experiment with you. After I've been studying North Korea so many years of my life, I live there, I'm a North Korean. Therefore, I really hope that my insights gonna help you to understand the future of North Korea a bit better. I think in order to change to happen, it's gotta be a huge, big category. Number one is internal change, the change coming from within North Korea. The second one is going to be external change. The change can come from the countries like the USA, China, Japan, South Korea. The number one, the internally we are looking at North Korea, there is a huge 4 categories that can bring change in North Korea. Number one is going to be uprising. Number 2 is going to be a coup d'etat from the military. Number 3 is going to be assassins. Killing Kim Jong-un. Last one is Kim Jong-un dies on his own due to health reasons. So let's go look at the first one, the revolution, the uprising in North Korea. Change coming from revolution by the people is unfortunately highly unlikely because North Korea, so I think it's gonna be in few days we saw the Tiananmen, the Chinese uprising under the Communist Party, and we saw how even these students were occupying the Beijing, their capital of China. When the regime went with tanks and killing them all, they would not be able to successful. We are talking about different brutality. We are talking about different cruelty. North Korean regime is the only country does not allow even one dissent inside the country. There is no dissent in North Korea because the regime has zero tolerance for anybody to revolt and does not disagree with the regime. If Haesan, my hometown, or Hamhung, Wonsan, major cities rise to demand freedom, right? They're gonna go on the street and start the demonstration. If that happens, Kim Jong-un going to seize the entire city and gonna bring on machine guns and kill literally every single one of them. But do you know what's gonna happen? The international community gonna do nothing about it. We're gonna watch, and we most likely in North Korea there is not even internet. We are even not gonna know about it at the moment when that happens. The only chance that uprising can happen is when Pyongyang, the capital, rises. But the problem why the capital is not gonna rise is because Kim Jong-un has been investing all his resources to make that people who are having the good family background, who are actually loyal to the socialism, the North Korean regime, he's been calling cleansing Pyongyang with the people since the 1970s. The regime dedicated to bring every loyal person to Pyongyang who believe in this ideology and also give them the resources, giving them the infrastructure, free housing, free healthcare, free education, and please these elites in Pyongyang. If the Pyongyang rise, something definitely can happen to Kim Jong-un, but that chance is very, very low. Now let's go back to second reason, the coup d'etat by the military. So North Korea is the fourth largest army in the world. Given the population and the poverty GDP, it makes no sense why does this tiny country cannot even feed citizens in this 21st century having this large army. The North Korean army's goal is not actually going to war with other countries, not even defending themselves foreign invasion. The military was designed to deal with the coup d'etat. That is what it is. So North Korea is over 1.6 million soldiers designed to stop the coup d'etat. The system designed that when the top generals say let's go to march into Pyongyang, they have so many spies and different network. They can never gather that unity from the entire soldiers. But the other problem is that Kim Jong-un switches internal cabinet when it comes especially the military every 3 years. After you're being in charge of the top military as a general, you get either assassinated or publicly executed or sent to prison camp. That's how Kim Jong-un prevents of these top soldiers consolidating their power. In order to start the coup d'etat, you gotta develop relationship. You gotta find who is your ally. You gotta get to know them. You gotta plan it. You gotta get weapons and soldiers. It takes time to start a coup d'etat. And that's how Kim Jong-un prevents it. By getting rid of these generals and leaders constantly getting rid of them so nobody can consolidate power. So unfortunately, coup d'etat is also unlikely. The third one, assassination of Kim Jong-un. I still know that US has every capability to assassinate Kim Jong-un, but they just don't do it because they don't see the benefit of doing it right now. Then that means North Korea and us, we have to start thinking of way assassinating Kim Jong-un. It's impossible. First of all, because North Korean leaders in their power almost 80 years, nobody got assassinated. That shows how good they are protecting the Kims, right? Literally nobody can go near Kim Jong-un with weapons in North Korea. People do not have the right to have own guns, and nobody can have weapons. Only people can have weapons are the bodyguards. But when they train these bodyguards, to the degree of brainwashing is not just like making them read and make believe Kims are gods. They even check the subconscious of these bodyguards. That's how they're rigorously checking everybody that keeps Kim Jong-un safe is so insanely brainwashed that even in their sleep, they're gonna give their body to protecting Kims. Not only that, when Kim Jong-un moves around inside the North Korean country, there are literally 8 exact same cars and transportations go all together. So first of all, nobody knows which car Kim Jong-un is in. And 8 of them all go to different directions. And in each, the troop, they got at least 5 to 6 cars in a row and constantly changing which car Kim Jong-un is in. Like that, changing roads, nobody can follow. Even though so internally, somebody know which direction Kim Jong-un is going, which car he was in, but the drivers trained to change the lanes and making it super confusing, so nobody knows which car he's exactly in. Kim Jong-un never traveled with anybody. So even when he goes to parties and important meetings, the top elites fly there first and Kim Jong-un shows up. Nobody knows Kim Jong-un flew there or took a train or took a car or took a boat. That's how secretive it is that nobody knows Kim Jong-un's whereabouts. So assassination is also almost impossible. Last one is death of Kim Jong-un due to health reasons. I have a lot of hope for this one, and a lot of other North Korean experts also hopeful of that. Kim Jong-un right now is over 300 pounds, over 150 kilograms. He gained weight rapidly when he came into power in 2012. He wasn't this big. Less than 10 years of time, he gained this immense weight, and he's known to be drinking and eating really greasy, oily food. He has no control when how much he eats, how much he drinks. He has a very low self-control. And he's already known to have breathing problems. He has diabetes. He cannot even walk that straight at that young age. He's only in his 30s. But the only sad thing is that Kim Jong-un has a son. His first son was born in 2009. So if Kim Jong-un be alive another 10 years, that son gonna be 22 years old, then that person can definitely take over North Korea what Kim Jong-un did. So right now, currently, Kim Jong-un's goal is living another 10 years, so until his son is ready to take it over. And that will be considered as a successful reign of Kim Jong-un. I really hope that Kim Jong-un doesn't live another 10 years. I really hope so. Anything can happen, and if there's God, I pray every single day that he wouldn't live that long. So let's go back to the last external force that can change North Korea. It's going to be war or invasion. If the USA or South Korea, Japan wanted to invade North Korea, they would already have, but they haven't. It's because they came to the conclusion that it's not benefiting them starting a war against North Korea. South Korea, of course, there is a huge threat for the Seoul to be invaded by North Korea. Even though they win the war eventually, there's going to be a lot of sacrifice. US also thinks it's too much work for them, and they don't. After Iraq, they really learned the lesson. They don't want to go invade a country and not knowing what aftermath gonna look like. There's a lot of fear on that. So it seems like North Korea will never start a war against any country because all Kim Jong-un wants is enslaving 25 million of people and be a god in this 21st century. That's all he wants. Be the kingdom. With having this continuing the kingdom of his family. And South Korea's intention is also the same. They don't care that 25 million people are oppressed in the north. All they care is their safety. They want to maintain the status quo. So South Korea will never invade North Korea. Why Japan would, right? The China is behind North Korea. Japan will not invade North Korea, even though the North Korea's missile threats is directly affecting Japanese security. Therefore, in a way, Kim Jong-un is in a perfect spot. He got no foreign invasion, no threat from the externally. All he needs now there is his on his body, on his self-will to stay healthy and maintaining his anger and live as long as he can, at least 10 years, then his son is gonna take it over. It is sad that how still the regime seems so strong and how much no threat is posing to Kim Jong-un. But the thing is, because we know what is the strong point for Kim Jong-un, what is the weakness for him, we can target and how to bring down Kim Jong-un. So next time I will cover what can be helpful to bring down Kim Jong-un and freeing North Korean people. I'm always grateful and I'm still very touched every single day that how much humanity is still alive and you guys care about North Korean people suffering. Thank you guys for listening to my story, listening to this video. If you really care about freedom in North Korea, please help me raise awareness by sharing this video and subscribe this channel and like this video and letting anyone that you know. I'm always grateful and I look forward to seeing you guys all next time.